No.
Change, sir?
No.
When it comes to 4-year-old Stormy James, you are not the...
No. But there weren't warning signs immediately before Chester took his own life. No.
Break it up!
No.
Right here in Newtown, Connecticut, the site today of a mass shooting, and this time, gunfire aimed at elementary school children.
No.
The infant was found.
No. In a world of no, 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 no. You chose to go into your sock drawer, coffee can, flower jar, sneaker box, or wherever the music or movies you indulge in told you to stash the Elmer's glue, needed to piece together your fractured manhood, grab it, twist back the orange safety, and squeeze it remorselessly into my yet unbroken yes as if it was something that needed fixing. And that's cool. My yes not only gets it, my yes forgives you. On a hospital bed, under the flickering fluorescent lights in a light green gown with forgettable print, a draft giving goosebumps to its rear naked S. That night, that very night, without your apology or permission, my yes forgave you. Hot tears running down its cheeks into the thirsty foam chin rest of its one-size-fits-all neck brace, gauze taped below its left ear. That night, that very night, my yes forgave you. Knees like ping-pong balls paddled between guardrails, tossing and turning, not just because for 19 years my yes had never slept on its back once, but because my yes was worried sick about you. It wondered how many nights you had to eat no for dinner before finally cultivating an appetite for human flesh. My yes wondered if you were raised by a no and a struggling mother, or two no's and a doting but incapable and out-of-touch grandmother. My yes is incredibly intuitive. It figured you, like it, might know something about rejection. But here's what your no didn't know. What your no didn't know was the yes you gunned down was still yes enough to stay yes after being pushed down the stairs by its grandmother while it was still a fragile could-be in its mother's belly. What you didn't know was the yes whose head you were attempting to put a bullet through climbed out riding hand first from the rubble of an innocent that had been leveled by a lollipop pipe bomb left in the backseat of a windowless van. What you didn't know was that night you had within your crosshairs an unsinkable yes, one that, having been pummeled near lifeless by the same court-appointed hand sworn to protect it, arose from its shallow backyard grave 12:01 a.m., February the 14th, with hand-drawn valentines for each of its assailants. What you didn't know was that night, that very night, you attempted to cancel a production in which my yes was casted as the understudy, stepping in for an actor who made it all the way to intermission before realizing that he didn't have enough character to pull off the role of father of two. What you didn't know was my yes isn't afraid of no's. In fact, it has devoted its entire life to rehabilitating them into yeses. It reintroduces them into society like recovering psychopaths in a 12-step program, getting them jobs as managers at outlet malls so they can slash prices whenever they still feel the urge to cut something. They say the emptiest cans make the loudest noise. And there you were, 12 a.m. on my stoop, crying in all caps, like a 1 in 3 child that had lost its father, like a 1 in 3 black man that will end up incarcerated. My yes understands that some boys cry harder than others, and that you can't spell pow without ow. So the night you shot it, it understood it was really just catching one of your tears in its tissue. No problem. That night you cried into the chest of my yes hard, like the present father you never had but could have obviously used, like the present father that, thanks to your poor aim, sponsored by God's grace, I am now presently able to be to my son. What your no didn't know was mine was a yes you attempted to murder in cold blood, but only added bulletproof to its long list of defiant adjectives. My yes gets burned alive by the ones it loves and shot shot in the neck by complete strangers and powers forward like an unmasked Jason Voorhees, a first aid kit in one hand and a bag of assorted Nestle fun-sized bars in the other. My yes doesn't take no for an answer. It is a shame that the same green door that skewed your aim concealed your identity. You are just my yes's type. I am certain my yes would have loved you.